They can be good and they can be bad, but we all have them. In fact, if you're watching this show right now, you have them. What am I talking about? Childhood memories. And I want to hear about your earliest childhood memories. Stay with us. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live video guest on this program to talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. Could be the topic of the day, and it probably will be some of the topic of the day. It could be current events. It could be personal promotions. It could be just to chew the fat with your old buddy Jim. Joining is really easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on Join a Meeting, and when it asks for it, put in that meeting number. You will come into my waiting room, and I will bring you up. First come, first serve, as time allows. I will be here for about the next hour. My name is Jim, by the way, the host of the Video Call-In Show. My job is to listen and learn to and about you. Oftentimes, those end up as guest cuts, which you can use on your social media platforms, or just have fun knowing that they're out there. Welcome, everyone. And by the way, if this is content, if this is a show that maybe you enjoy and want to come up on, or just watch, or just chat, then by all means, do me a favor right now. Follow, subscribe, ring the bell. We are broadcasting. Well, I broadcast every night, Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on at least 4 different channels. Right now, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we are on Twitch, and we are on D Live. So welcome to all you folks as well. But yeah, go ahead and follow. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that. Rent Grown. How you doing, Claire? Excuse me. And, a share is always appreciated. If you ever have a creator that you want to support, make sure you share their content. It's the greatest form of thanks you can possibly offer. And believe me, each and every one of us really, really appreciate it. So let's say hello to some folks before we get into tonight's topic. Ian Dominic TV, how are you? Oh, you're waiting no longer, my friend. I am live, as you know. When to live, good to see you, my friend. Easton Music Ministry, good to see you, Easton. Easton actually joined us on, I believe it was Twitch last night. Or could have been D-Live. I don't remember which. Studio Geek 32, how you doing, Sammy? King Jellybean was just on last night. How are you, King? Good to see you. Rent to Grow, Claire, how are you? Always a pleasure to have you, babe. Germany Travel Personal Guide, how are you, Darian? Always nice to see you as well. Raven the Commentator. I should mention, by the way, that tonight's subject matter was brought to you by Raven the Commentator 2001. That is Raven the Commentator 2001. Commentaries, podcasts, and reviews. She's a wonderful gal. She's been on the show before. And if that's your cup of tea, why, head on over to Raven the Commentator's channel and watch her stuff. Subscribe. Do what you will. Let's see. Drone Kings in Darwin, how are you, Brad? Already talking about his earliest childhood memory. Well, it was dark for about 9 months. Yeah, I remember that as well, but I don't remember it as, we won't even go into that. I'm going to tell you mine before I bring up my first guest. I'll just tell you that. So be ready for that. Emmanuel Goffey, good to see you as always, my friend. And we've also got, let's see, New Orleans girl, good to see you. Oz Art, Flash Raid, looks like Flash in your pan is raiding us. Thanks to Ed the guys for that. That's awesome. We also have Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. Adam, how are you, my friend? Always good to see you. Pixelpedia, Teaching and Learning, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, I should say. Ghana, hello to you, Ghana. Good to see you. Driving again. Well, keep your eyes on the road, Ghana. We want you to make it there safe. Hello, Laurel. Saw Laurel over at Flashing Your Pans. Tuesday night hangout, by the way, guys. If you're interested in panning or treasure hunting, detecting, that sort of thing, make sure you set aside 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Flash in Your Pans hangout. It's every week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so, B3 Relic Recovery, how are you as well? Awesome, epic adventures. Good to see you. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. All right, so tonight's topic, as you know, is your earliest childhood memories. I want to hear from you about yours. Now, honestly, I had to think really, really tough about this when Raven first brought this to my attention. And honestly, the memory that I have, and I couldn't tell you how old I was, but I was very young. It was probably just out of diapers, and I was jumping on a bed. Yep, like some stupid monkey, and I fell off and I hit my head on the chest somewhere in the room there, and I remember having to get stitches. Now, what I remember specifically is jumping on the bed and falling off and hitting my noggin. So yeah, that is my earliest childhood memory. Now I've got 3 people in the queue. Now the more people we get in the queue in the next hour, the more people I'm able to get to. So join up. Like I said, it's real easy. All you've got to do is go to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and also enter in that stream number, the meeting ID number when it asks for it. You'll come into my green room and I will bring you up as long as time allows. First come, first serve. What was I going to say about that? Well, probably nothing. So I tell you what, let's bring up my first guest, shall we? I must hide myself view. I must go back and get his name. I did not save that. Hang on there, bud. Hello. We can hear you. How you doing, Easton?
I'm good. How are you? It has been forever since I've been up here.
It has been. Well, school's in, and you must also be on fall break. Am I right?
Nope.
Oh, you're not?
Nope. There's no such thing as fall break here.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, it has been.
Our closest we have Thanksgiving break, which is 4 days, 2-week Christmas break, 2-day Easter break, and then a 3-month summer break. Except this year, thanks to Missouri's new laws, it's a 4-month Easter break or summer break. Sorry.
Summer break. Wow. It's been expanded to 4 months now?
We can't start till after Labor Day, so this year we get a 4-month summer. The following years it'll be regular 3 months, but this year it's a 4-month summer.
How will you ever remember what it is they taught you the year prior?
I don't remember what they taught me yesterday, so or just a couple hours ago on ELA, like 2. I don't remember what they taught me.
I'm not supposed to laugh about that, but that was funny.
I'm sitting in the classroom daydreaming about this beautiful guitar sitting next to me. That's what I do.
You weren't daydreaming about the show? I'm shocked. About this beautiful guitar. Tell us more about that guitar. Real fast, because we still want to hear about your childhood memory.
Yeah. This is my my grandpa's old guitar. It's older than I am. It's from the 70s. I don't have enough lighting here to show it to you.
I feel so good now.
It's like a...
Oh, man. I might be older than your grandfather. Go ahead.
But it's an old dark wood guitar. It's the one that I used to play at my grandpa's funeral, which has actually got some... And it's not really about my grandpa's funeral, but I have some stuff to talk about. I don't know why that reminded me of it, but anyway. So, yeah.
Well, you were daydreaming about it. That's how you were reminded of it.
Yeah. Anyway, so what I came up here to talk about tonight, if it's all right. First of all, I'll just backtrack here a little bit because, you know me. I'll try to get the story done as quickly as I possibly can. Trust me, it's just once.
That's cool, but, be kind to my future guests.
Yes, yeah, I always try to keep them in mind. I'm going to skip over the exaggerations.
Very good.
So, anyway, my computer on Sunday, I fired it back up for the first time in a month, and it deleted Studio One and Crescendo.
Oh, man.
I was so mad at that thing. It's saying it's corrupting the system. No, it's not. I am smart enough to know that Studio One is not corrupting this computer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's saying, oh yeah, it's corrupting the system. Okay, whatever. Poof, everything's gone.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, so it has all my files still. I have over 300 Studio One files, and I have 4 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works. I had 4 songs loaded up in the software, and it made over 300 files.
Oh,
and I
wow.
have to go back through, delete everything when it has to do with Studio One before I can download Studio One. That way it's not taking up the rest of my computer.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah, yeah.
So, I had a release date. I'm not going to release it. I'm not going to release the date now because it's obviously not going to happen.
Sure.
But I had a release date for my first single. I was ready. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Poof, everything's gone. I was like,
oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
But the good, at least I won't be rushing it. That's the thing. Is that I'm not going to be rushing it to hit that release date. So
that's good.
Because it was in January, and I have over $2,000 in studio equipment to buy. So.
Yeah.
I'd be rushing it.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it. You do not want to rush it.
So hopefully, my goal is to get it out by June. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I'm hoping to have it out by June.
Okay.
It's my first single. And this is kind of it's one that at my grandpa's funeral I sang. It's called Supper with Papa. Me and him used to go out every single week and eat at a local restaurant in our town every week. So I wrote a song about that, and so that'll be my first single, which I'm really excited to release. So
that's cool. That's cool, guys. If you're interested in that, head on over to Easton's channel and make sure you ring the bell so you can be notified when that goes up.
Thank you. I was gonna make a shameless plug, and I hate doing that.
That's okay. I took the reins, man.
Yeah, I'm using DistroKid, which is what Jason uses, I believe, to release his singles. So it'll be on iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, Google Play, and 150 other stores. So that'll be nice. Plus, I'm making a music video for it. I have to get new software for that. I'm making a music video for it, and I'll be releasing it. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. I want to welcome PK Pig to the show. How you doing? He's watching us on D Live. And Easton, give me a moment here. There's quite a few people who jumped in I want to say hello to, and a lot of them are from the Flash Fam raid. We've got Plaster Chaser. We've got Carbon Connection Comedy. How are you, my friend? Of course, Laurel J. Real Slots. Good to see you, my friend. Ohio Metal Detecting as well. Thanks for being here, guys. Anthony McKeon, also a pleasure having you. Jesse Mendez, of course. How you doing, Jesse? Mr. Lodak, welcome, buddy. And, of course, Ed from Flashing Your Pan. We also have Patty Broussard. Patty, how you doing? Good to see you. Have I missed anyone? I do hate when I miss people. Thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And of course, if I missed you, I make sure I know you're here. So tag me in the chat. So, all right. So we done with the shameless plugs, or did you have another? Because we're.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Well, then tell me about your earliest childhood memory. Search the memory banks. And while you're doing that, I'm going to say, hello, David, the producer.
I'm just a teenager, and I don't even remember what it is.
Oh, but you've got to have something. Just the earliest, the last, or I should say, like the first thing you can think of that you remember.
Probably the most influential, whatever that word is.
Influential?
Yeah, thank you. Sure. I can't talk English. I can't speak English. Probably the most influential, if that's how you pronounce that, were... memory. Sorry, I can't talk.
That's okay.
So probably the most influential memory that I have is when I was 4. I think it was. That was the first time that I sang on stage at my church.
Oh wow!
It was It was like "I'll Fly Away." No, it was "Are You Washing the Blood?" and "I'll Fly Away" melody. And then the next 7 times that I sang on stage at that church, it was that song.
That's awesome. Was it a good memory? I mean, the one at 4 years old.
Oh yeah, that's a good memory. It's just the part of me seeing that the next 7 times that I was on stage and annoying the entire congregation. That's the bad side of the memory. It's also kind of funny though, because that's totally my personality now. It's like, if I annoy you, I'm doing my job. So
totally get it, man. Totally get it. That's awesome though. I mean, 4 years old. That's young to be singing up in front of a crowd. That's awesome, dude.
And I did not sound good. I don't think I could sing in key.
Recordings or it didn't happen.
So oh, never mind. I can't reach my guitar. But like, if I were to play a G chord right now, like I can probably get in key with that. Like I can get right where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, at any point up until 6th grade, I'd play a G chord and I'd be like, yeah, it's like something really high. My dad's probably thinking, what the heck is he doing?
Oh, he's on that show again.
I don't even know if he knows about this show.
Well, don't feel bad about that. I mean, that sort of thing comes with age, of course, right?
Yeah. But I don't think I learned how to really harmonize or to sing in key until 6th grade choir.
Well, that's a cool memory, Easton. Actually, it's really cool because, you know, it's kind of a milestone for many people, and of course there are people today who are great singers, and they literally cannot go in front of a crowd at all. So, well done, my friend. Well done.
Oh, I have a friend like that. He lives right behind me, and
well, let's save that for the next show.
Oh yes, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
One last question. Sure. I swear this will not take any more than 15 seconds. Did you send me a friend request on Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I was making sure. It may be a while before I answer. I have to wait till there's nobody that are friends with me or my parents that are getting hacked. That way my parents don't freak out.
Oh, sure.
Then I'll ask if I can. Then I can accept. I have 6 friend requests waiting, and I'm waiting until nobody's getting hacked. So my parents are like, no, we don't know those people.
Well, you commented on the video, and I just went ahead and said, yeah, let's be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll accept it once my parents are not freaking out because one of our family members just got hacked. So.
Oh, no hurry. And if they're not hip to it, that's fine too.
I'm friends with Jason and all them. It takes me forever to convince any of the other friends of people I don't personally know. So.
It takes me forever to get back to Facebook, so don't feel bad. Well, Easton, thanks for coming on, man, and thanks for sharing that memory, and of course your updates, guys. Head out to when you get done. Make sure you type in the chat so they can look at the hamburger menu and go to your channel. All right.
Okay.
All right, bud. You take it easy, and we'll talk to you next time. Stay in school.
All right. Have a great evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. I need to say hello to a few more people. Do I not? Outdoorsy Gallo, how you doing, Chrissy? Good to see you. Not a great gamer. Always a pleasure to have you on board. Let's see if I missed. Oh, Bob Dip. I see Bob. I see you lurking over there, Bob Dip. And I thought I already said hello to you, Studio Geek 32. That is Sammy. Sammy, how you doing? Good to see you as well. All right. I tell you what, we're going to bring up our next guest. And I'm going to have to do some typing on this one while we wait to hear if we can hear him. Ouch. Let's see. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
How are you this evening?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Good to see you, man. We are live.
I'm so creepy.
Hey, if you've got the YouTube video audio open, mute that audio and listen only to the Zoom. Otherwise, you'll have a hideous delay.
Oh, it is muted. It's paused, but
okay.
I'm gonna close the tab.
Okay, that's fine. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. How are you, Ian?
I'm good.
Good. Do you have a childhood memory that you'd like to share with us tonight?
Well, I used to watch some Philippine version of game shows back in the day, and I remember watching a lot of Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, Millionaire, all that.
Can you do me a favor and tilt your camera up a little bit? Is that possible? We're not seeing your eyes. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Awesome. So you remember being a very young child watching a lot of game shows? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Did you still enjoy game shows to this day?
Yes, I still do. I still do.
Cool. Cool. Anything happen while you're watching those shows, or was it just you just remember being in front of the television watching them?
Just remembered from the television shows like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So what's new with you?
Well, I've been doing blogs and all that.
Uh-huh. Cool. Cool.
And my latest video right now, shameless promotion.
Hey.
It's about my mother trying to find her mirror, telling her husband to find the mirror. But to find her glasses rather. Then instead, my father told my mother to find the mirror, not the glasses. And turns out she found the mirror instead of the glasses.
How long have you been producing videos, or at least uploading videos on YouTube, Ian?
I've been YouTubing for like a while now, 2 years or 3 years or so.
Uh-huh. Do you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just rebounds back, as they say.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about while we're here? I mean, there's no shame in doing more self promotions, you know.
Well, I got nothing else because I have a lot of important things to do, like doing the laundry and all that.
Oh yeah, I get it. Well, hey, listen, thanks for sharing your childhood memory. That was cool. I can remember myself sitting in front of the television when I was very, very young. I don't know if it came before or after the bed jumping incident, but a lot of fond memories.
What?
I was just talking about it. I had a lot of fond memories of watching television when I was a small child too.
Oh yeah, you too?
Oh, for sure. All right, well, Ian, you'll have to come back on the show, man, and we can talk about another subject. Sound good?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thanks for being here, bud. I appreciate you coming on. You have a good evening, all right? Oh, whereabouts are you at? Just like, are you in the States? Or are you in another country?
No, I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, the Philippines. Wonderful. You're my first, I believe you're my first visitor from the Philippines. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well, again, thanks for being on, bud. And make sure you come back on when we've got another subject that you're interested in, all right?
I will. Thank
Fantastic.
you. Bye.
You bet. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, good kid. First guest from the Philippines. That's actually pretty awesome. Unless Jack No is from the Philippines. I can't remember if Jack was or not. Jack, if you're lurking, let me know, will you? Let's see. Who did I see? Oh, Jampor's Garage. How you doing, bud? That's my son right there. And let's do this. Let's bring up our next guest. Can you hear me yet?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're very low, very, very low volume.
Trying to get that worked out.
Well, that was sounding pretty good. So it might be your proximity to the microphone, my friend.
Possibility.
Oh, Jack was in Australia. Oh, that's right. Thanks, Brad, Drone Kings in Darwin. I absolutely remember that. So, King Jellybean, how are you tonight?
I'm tired. I've been working all day and kind of resting at the same time, but I've been trying to upload some videos that never did get uploaded, so yeah.
Well, sorry to hear you're tired, bud. Did you want to tell us about your earliest childhood memory? Before you do that, though, I gotta say hello to Lita, who's joining us from Facebook. Lita and I go back a long way. Met at our local VFW. How you doing, Lita? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right, King Jellybean, tell us all about that.
Okay, well, this one's kind of sad, but it is like second earliest, because the first earliest I remember it, but it's so fuzzy that it's hard to put together in a puzzle. Mm-hmm. But the second earliest.
Okay.
So one day, I was still in a stroller, and my dad took me out for a walk. Well, of course, he was going to do one of his drug deals and stuff.
Oh.
So he was going to meet up with one person, and he had met, and then he forgot about me completely. So he kind of left me there on the side of the street for a while, and then he came back and got me, and then flipped me over accidentally and dropped me. But, you know...
And you remember that?
Yeah, I remember puzzle pieces. Like, I don't remember everything that happened in between and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I can remember, falling over. I can remember him being gone. You just put together the puzzle pieces. Yeah. I'm really good at that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry that your earliest memory had to be that one, King. Honestly, am. And like I said, like we talked about last night, you've done so well with that sort of adversity. My hat's off to you. So, but hey, it is what it is, right? The past is the past. We can't dwell on it.
Exactly.
And if I go any further, we're going to rehash last night's show. So
yeah, I'm going to do a whole thing.
Right, exactly. So what else is going on? Did you want to talk about something else?
Well, right now I am working on my musical. Of course, I've been writing a musical as well as getting my poetry book finished up. Mm-hmm. So that's going together. I'm trying to get all the characters figured out, and I wrote a couple of the songs. It's called The Fantasy, and working on that, working on decorating, because I've been trying to get Halloween stuff done, even though Halloween is right around the corner. So I've been trying to get all that stuff done, and still working on that. But other than that, I've just kind of been hanging around, doing paperwork, watching Glee, and trying to get some stuff done.
Glee, where are you picking that up? Is it going to be like a Netflix thing?
Yeah, I've been watching it for about 2 years now, and I took like a whole summer break, but I'm on season 5, so It's almost over.
Yeah, I didn't know if they had those as a binge watch series or not. Been a while since I've had Netflix, as you can tell. Well, King, listen, again, I'm sorry you have to have that as your earliest childhood memory, but we all know that you're resilient. You'll bounce back from even those.
Yeah.
Cool, dude. Well, I don't know, man. If you don't mind, I've got 3 other people that I got to get to in a half an hour.
That is perfectly fine.
Sweet. Always a pleasure having you on, King. You know that, and you're always welcome. Thanks again for coming on tonight, and we'll certainly see you again.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially this week since I'm off, so I have plenty of time.
All right. Well, have a good evening, bud, and we'll see you the next time.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Good kid. If you guys want to know more about King Jellybean, make sure that you watch last night's show. In fact, it's available on all of the platforms. This is the first time I can say that because there are several platforms I wasn't streaming to prior, but I am now. And by the way, for those of you who've joined us on those other platforms, make sure you share and follow and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. Because nothing says that you like the content more than sharing. Appreciate it. I also want to say hello to the Shape. How you doing, Shape? I haven't seen you around lately. I know how it is. We're all busy, but it is good to see you. And I don't think I missed anyone else. But wow, it's nice to see all of you in here. Fantastic to see all of you in here. All right, let's do this. Let's pull up our next guest, and we'll wait till she can hear us. Can you hear me? She hasn't got the signal yet. She has the signal.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Claire, how are you?
I'm doing really well.
Always good to see you, hon.
Oh, it's always good to see you. So it's finally gotten cold here, so I'm sitting outside, like, thoroughly enjoying myself.
Now, what do you mean by cold? Because you're south. You're further south than I am now.
Right. So last night it got down to 47.
That's chilly. Yeah. That's chilly.
It's not like polar vortex or anything, but it's cool.
Yeah, for a deer hunter, that is actually hot.
I bet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So, you got my email, did you not?
yes, I did.
Sorry about that. I dropped the ball on that, but I'm going to use your idea. That was a great idea. You guys will have to.
I think you've got the great voice for it, and like I think you can do it.
Yeah, that one I'm kind of tossing around, trying to see how that might fit in this format. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be something for a different channel. Who knows? We'll just.
Hey, I would watch
it. Well, that's good to know, because if you think of something like I did for this and didn't know if you're going to get an audience or not, it's nice to to try something new and know you might already have an audience. So. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Now the floor is yours. Are we going to talk about one of your earliest childhood memories? And please tell me it doesn't involve tidy whities and a shotgun.
Well, no. I mean, it might have 9 months prior, but I wasn't there. Oh, wait, well, hopefully I wasn't there. I don't know.
Oh.
But before I tell you my earliest childhood memory, I need to tell you what was almost my last memory, because I had a near-death experience tonight, and I will share it briefly.
Wow. Okay, yeah, please do.
So, I got off work late. Matthew texted me and asked if I would bring home Wendy's, because I work right next to a Wendy's, and he wanted some kind of Baconator or whatever. And so I went and picked up the food. I had my arms full of work stuff and 2 bags of Wendy's and his gigantic drink. He gets a huge strawberry lemonade. So I'm walking from my my garage into the house, because they're detached. And I was walking up the steps, and I walked into a spider web, which was home to the biggest spider I've seen here. And it got on me. It got in my hair. I panicked. I flailed. I threw the drink. It's still sitting out there because I panicked. I beat on the window to get Matthew to come help me. And I threw the food. It tossed my salad. I threw my work stuff. And it was absolute chaos. Matthew just chucked a whole broom out the door at me, and I killed the spider. And then I was watching another live stream before you came on, and I was running my fingers through my hair, and I pulled a big wad of dead insects out of my hair from the web. So I'm having a great night, and I thought I was going to die. I cried.
I want you to know that I'm not laughing at your predicament. But you lost me at it tossed your salad.
It did. I got a salad from Wendy's, and when I went to go open it, it was all perfectly mixed.
Oh man, I was thinking, wow, that had to be a giant spider.
I threw it up all 4 stairs, and it landed by the door. I just threw it. Just I made a very similar noise, much louder.
Well, I for one am glad that was not your last memory.
I still get the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. It was so bad.
Well, it's so fresh. Time heals all wounds. You will be fine in a couple of days, I'm sure.
Yes. And speaking of time, my earliest childhood memory is actually my little sister being born. And what's weird about that is I was only 2 years and 2 months old. And so people seem to think that that's incredibly early to have your earliest childhood memory. Mm-hmm. I remember pretty much everything from that moment on, not like day to day, but like anytime we went anywhere, anytime like we did a big clean on the house or birthdays and Christmas. I remember everything from that. And when I was taking a psychology class in college, we had to write a paper about our earliest childhood memory. And I chose that, and I had my dad proofread it. And he goes, "There's no way you remember that." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he was like, "No, you've just heard about it." And I was like, "No, I can tell you exactly what the room looked like, down to his awful 90s paisley polo." Okay? Like, I remember all of it. I described it. And then he was like, "No, you've seen the pictures." And I was like, "What pictures?" And he went and he pulled out the pictures. And I even remembered the pattern on the nightgown that my mom was wearing when she was holding my sister. Like, and the wood paneling and the color of the walls and everything. Like, I remembered everything.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's remarkable. But you bring up a pretty kind of an odd point, and I know that that the pictures probably didn't tell you everything that you remembered, but I often wonder how many people in their earliest memory, and I was going to bring this up at the end of the show, are literally based on things they've seen but haven't experienced. You know what I mean? I'm not saying yours is, but yeah.
Definitely changed some of my memories, but I don't think that one, especially because that one is the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, I really remember it. Like, I really do. I don't think that I don't think I could have fabricated as ugly of a shirt as he was
wearing. Well, as colorful as your parents seem to be in our talks.
They're crazy. A little bit crazy.
Yeah, I am not surprised by that at all. So, yeah. But that's cool, though. So your sister's 2 and some odd months younger than you are.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
We don't speak.
Oh, you don't speak?
Yeah, sometimes we speak, and then the speaking turns to shouting, and the shouting turns to hitting. So she lives a couple miles down the road from me. I drive by her house every now and then because she lives alone, and I just kind of check on her and everything, but we don't talk.
Oh, that's a shame. So you literally moved closer to your sister. Yeah,
well, so everybody lives here. I was the only one that ever left.
Oh, I see. That I did not know.
Yep, we're all here. I'm actually living in a house that about a dozen family members have lived in since it was dropped here in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just kind of passed this residence around, as part of it. I'm related to literally, I'm so glad that I found Matthew in Indiana because it's always a real risk that I'll date somebody that I'm related to and have to break it off, I always go through that on like the first date. I'm like, so do we know your grandparents' names?
and nobody wants a family of blue skin, right?
No, absolutely not.
For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, there was actually a family in the Appalachians that were so secluded. They had the gene, and of course, being as secluded as they were, and most of it was purposeful, they did a lot of interbreeding, and most of them had blue skin. I'm not making this up. So if you ever get a chance to research that, folks, go ahead and research that.
And we don't say that they're inbred. In polite conversation, we just say that they're extra related.
There you go. Oh, Claire, it's always nice having you on. I had no idea we were going to go down that road.
Hey, just everybody's got time for a little incest every now and then.
Spiders, births, and incest. Yes. I think we've hit the trifecta.
Yeah. So, I want to let you go ahead and talk to your other guests, but I had to tell you about all the things.
Well, I'm glad you did. And thanks so much for coming on again. And I always appreciate it. And I wish you guys well down there. I really do.
Hey, I appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Well, take care, Claire, and we'll catch you the next time. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's see. Yep. All right. Yes. By the way, folks, I don't know if you're aware, but on D-Live, Stormy Daniels is watching us, as well as President Trump. Yet again, President Trump has graced us with his presence. And I want to say hello to a few new folks. Ray Rousseau, how you doing, my friend? He's been on the show. Good to see you as well. Paul Michael DB3, also welcome. Eileen Value, the fam, haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back to the show. And always nice seeing you. Jasmine's entertaining. Good to see you, Jasmine's. Always a pleasure. I think I just ran into you on Pusha Studios stream not too long ago. Thanks for being here, folks. Absolutely wonderful having you. All right, let's do this. Let's bring up my next. Why stop the fun with my yammering? All right.
Michael DB3, also welcome. Eileen Value, the fam, haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back to the show. I'm always.
For those of you, am I watching on Facebook? I don't know if you are. You'll have to chat, Brad. Andrew Frying Pan. I was trying to watch Facebook, but it wouldn't upload. That's weird. That is weird. Sammy, how are you, man?
Good.
Thanks. Thank you so much for muting that video. I had to pantomime there for a while.
Yeah.
Yet another young person, and we're going to hear what kind of memory you have of your earliest childhood memory.
Yeah. So one of my earliest childhood memories is when I got my first electric drum.
Oh, really?
Drums. And they were like fancy Roland, like one of those like expensive Roland.
Uh-huh.
And I got that in 2009.
How old were you then?
4 years old.
Oh, my Lord. 4 years old. And you got a nice set of Roland, a nice Roland kit. Yeah. I'm envious, to be sure. That's awesome. That is awesome. I've got my.
I think they are in the attic.
What? Why are you not using those, Sammy?
Because I lost the power cord like 7 years ago.
Oh, well, you know, they've used about the same power cord, if memory serves, for about all of their brains. You should probably be able to pick one of those up on eBay pretty easily.
Yeah, I know that now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, you had to go to Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good luck there.
There's no more Radio Shacks.
Nope. They, isn't that interesting? And Sammy, this is beyond you because Radio Shack's been around for years, well before you were born, and used to be a big place for me, being an electronic engineer. And and I watched them go from, the hobbyist sort of store to kind of a small toy store, and then they tried cell phones. But yeah, what they didn't do, they're a technology store, and what they didn't do is they didn't follow technology, and they let the web get past them. So they folded. It's a sad, sad story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have 3 exciting news.
Oh, okay.
One exciting news is this Sunday I'm having a live concert. Live concert.
Oh, that live concert is yes. I remember that. What date is that? The 12th?
13th.
13th? Okay.
1 p.m. EST to 3 p.m.
You heard it here first.
It's going to be streamed on live, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch maybe.
Cool. Very cool.
And this is going to be I have a new setup. So I'm usually in my studio.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in my bed today.
Mm.
Do you know why?
I hope it's not because you're feeling bad.
No. Look. I thought it was the best thing ever. I put a table here so I don't have to leave my bedroom.
Very cool. And there we are.
Yeah.
That won't come up for a while.
Green screen up here, so then I can never leave my bedroom.
Nice. Hey, if I had it my way, I would never leave mine either.
And I can just go to sleep.
Yep.
And it says, "Oh, it's the Video Callin Show."
That's right. Always set your alarm for the Video Callin Show. That's what I always say. All right, well, Sammy, what else is going on? Oh, by the way, when we get done here, go ahead and type in the chat so that people can hit the 3 dots and go to your channel if they want to be notified of when your live stream is this Saturday. Okay, yeah. There it is right there. So yeah, guys, if you want to head on over to Studio Geek 32 and check that out, why, by all means do. I'm hoping I can catch it. I know I've got your bell rung, so it should come through. I'm going to check it though.
And don't you have me as a Facebook friend or something?
Oh yeah.
So it's on Facebook. So if you can't, sometimes you
can't get the Facebook noter, but the YouTube you can go to Facebook.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like I was telling Easton,
You're never.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook near as. Ask Outdoorsy Gal. Oh, she knows because she's always, her and I are conversing on Facebook all the time, but I'm always the one that drops the ball or is very, very, slow in getting back. So, but I try. So do you have anything else, Sammy, to talk about? I've got actually 3 more guests I'm going to try to squeeze in. I'm going to close the video lines.
Let you go, and you will have your other guests.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Sammy. And get that drum kit out of that attic and make use of it, will you? Those are fun.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care. Have a good evening. Oh. And like that, he's gone. always love seeing Sammy on. Let's see. I also wanted to say hello to Homesteading with the Herberts. How are you? Welcome to the show. Jelly Duck 100. Always good to see you as well, my friend. Ahmed is an old friend of the show. Fantastic. Okay, let's bring up yet another guest. Shall we? Oh. Oh, I've got to get this right. Because very good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Are you not coming on video?
Oh, I totally forgot. Like, I thought I was like, oh no, the video's on. I needed to show off my little Halloween profile picture. I almost forgot about that.
Well, your Halloween picture's up there.
Yep.
Yep. I did see you pop on, and the sad part about your first debut, I can't download it. YouTube won't let me download that show, so I can't even do any guest cuts of it. I am so bummed. So bummed. Yeah, it's only done that to me twice out of the, I've got to be running into the 430 videos now, and it's only not allowed me to I keep getting network errors, and then I can download the next one with 0 problems. But every time I try that particular show, I think it was Favorite Celebrities.
Like Favorite Celebrities.
Yeah.
Is it that hard of a thing to download?
It won't let me download. Yeah, it errors out every single time. That one, and oddly enough, my YouTube search video. I don't know. Foul play? Who knows? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I'm just going to go with just something weird happening. How's that?
Yeah.
So how are you this evening, Raven?
Oh, I am doing pretty good so far this evening. Just like getting relaxed. I got some exercise while playing the Just Dance game that I got from the Nintendo Switch. I took a shower and I'm all nice and clean and everything else.
Wonderful being clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you have, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Actually, my earliest childhood memory, would have to be from when I was 3.5 or 4 years old. My parents took me to a doctor because they noticed something very weird about me. Now, I have been speaking some at an early age, but by then, all communication just stopped at that point. And it wasn't until they decided to, take me into a pediatrician, and the doctor that diagnosed me said, be prepared for your kid to be nonverbal. And that was when I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Now, I didn't know, what it was, at first, until, I got older. And then I realized that's what made me who I am. That's what put me in special ed classes until, middle school. I graduated from high school, and I am currently in college now. So.
Wow. So you literally remember the moment you went silent or virtually silent. Wow.
The moment I went just completely silent right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
But then luckily my therapist, my parents got me the best therapist out there.
and then I spelled the word, for my first session, I spelled the word chicken for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of the best things. And that's when I was like obsessed with chicken nuggets. Like my parents told me that whenever like my parents would come home with chicken nuggets, I would just throw one on the ground and do a little sacrificial dance around it.
Sacrificial dance to the chicken nuggets.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, it was almost like when God has said, like, oh my God, I was like, it does my salad, and I didn't know like what it was.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But
yeah,
isn't it cool though when you're passionate about something like you and chicken nuggets at the time, that drove you to take that step? I think that's great.
Yeah, yeah, and that's I took that step there. And I want to, and if I may take a moment to do some like self-promotion stuff, I am actually doing a series called Raven's Jukebox on the Changing of the Arts program YouTube channel. The third episode will be coming this Friday, and it is a Panic at the Disco theme and a Panic at the Disco song this time around. It's called it's called, spoiler alert, it's called High Hopes. No mean the spoiler for anybody who is interested. But then there are also going to be some more song covers in the future, so be prepared for those. And I remember I did a video talking about the Changing of the Arts program while playing Smash Ultimate. So if you're interested in joining the Changing of the Arts program, let King Jellybean know, and he will be very happy. And he will put out a slot for you.
There you go, folks. There you go. And of course, when you get done, make sure you type in the chat so everyone can visit your channel if they like to be notified. Raven, okay?
All right.
Fantastic. All right. Fantastic. Well, no problem with shameless plugs here. You know that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you telling us about your childhood memory, and I honestly do. You strike me as most of the young folks that have come on the show, just strong, good people, and I really don't worry about most of you. So,
nope.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to move on to my next guest if you don't mind. But
all right.
Thanks so much for coming on. Right. I appreciate that.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Another good friend of the show. She's got a great head on her shoulders. She's just a ball of energy. All right. I'm not going to stop and yammer for long. Have I missed anyone in the chat that I should? Oh, Patty, I'm sorry. I didn't see the question yet. Was that the chicken? Is that how the chicken dance started? Maybe you can answer that in the comments, Raven. And when you folks who are watching us on other platforms, either DLive or Facebook or Twitch, when I'm referring to drop it in the chat, I'm actually talking about the YouTube chat. So if you have a YouTube account, by all means, swing on over and click subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when to come here and see the show. I can see the chats though. Bradley says he sees the chats on Facebook. Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate that, bud. That's Drone Kings and Darwin YouTube channel. All right. I've got 3, and I'm going to try to get to all of them. Tell you what. Yes. All right. Let's see. How do you want to be referred to?
Hello.
Yes, Will.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Are you with a specific channel?
What do you mean?
Oh, where are you calling us from? Where are you watching the show? What platform? If you
I'm watching it from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wondered if you had a YouTube channel and what the name might be.
I do. It's Will Parrothood.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was your real last name. I wasn't going to use it if it was.
All right. It's not. It's not.
Peridot. Okay.
I wanted to talk about this one memory I had. I was with my uncle. We had a little party.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I asked my uncle what he was cooking, and he was cooking like burgers and hot dogs and such. And I got really hungry, so I asked him for a hot dog. He gave me one. I went to the table. I ate some. But then I saw a specific person that came into the house that I didn't really like.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, why is that person here? I don't really like them. So I went to my mother. I asked her, why is she here? Blah, blah, blah about her. And my mom says she's part of the family, so you have to like her. So what I end up doing, I wait for her to go into the bathroom, and then I fucking drown.
Nice. All right. Well, we knew we were going to get some of those. Well, even better. All right. Let's bring up our next guest, shall we? I'm going to bring up Not a Great Gamer. And Angel, you're the next one and the last one, if you can hang out, bud. All right? Let me change your name there, my friend. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what happened with the last one?
Oh, I don't know. I just think it was a troll.
Yeah, it was and that was a very, coming from an autistic person like me, that was a very autistic troll. I haven't seen trolling methods so special in my life.
Well, when he started his rant, I left my hand on the button, because I could, you get a feeling for that. Like my hand is on the button right now. Now that no, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't give a toss if it was, to be honest. I don't give two flying shits whether you're going to kick me or not. I can say my stuff before you get rid of me. I can talk crap in lightning speeds, but
yes, but you have a sense of decorum. You know how far to stretch this show and would go any further. I know you.
I knew that dude was going to go somewhere as soon as he mentioned Uncle's party and hot dogs. I mean, come on.
Yeah, me too.
You know. So, how are you?
I'm great, man. I am absolutely great. And you?
Right. You know?
That was very, very little fanfare, I'm here to tell you.
So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you my favourite memory right after this. I was a child. Thanks, Jim.
That was brilliant. Are you really leaving?
Well, yeah, you've got like 8 people waiting, and apparently there was 3 people waiting when I came on, and that was 15 people ago. You're either really shit at maths and a typical American, or you're a liar. Either way, I've been waiting here for 45 bloody minutes, sir.
Well, first of all, I never told anybody how many people I had on there except for the first 3.
You did, and then after that first 3, it happened weeks ago. I joined. You said you had one more waiting, and there was no one else coming on. And then that Jacob came on for 6 hours, and I was just sitting there like a tit in the wind, going, "Jim, you are such an asshole, dude." That's my impression of you again. Remember?
I know. I am fully aware of that.
Yeah. So, if you want to know my honest, truthful memory, I was 2 years old, and we got my little baby girl. I called her that. She's my best friend, my greyhound. We got her when I remember walking past her, and she was like in a little pen, and I towered over her, and I was only 2 years old, so she must have been a puppy.
Yeah.
I have some good memories of my church when I was a child, if you want to go there.
Well, which one was the earliest one? The puppy or the church?
I don't think you grasped. Yeah, I won't go any further. Yeah. Which one was earlier? I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't either. I wasn't there, honestly.
Everyone would have liked to have been. Outdoor Girl. That little commercial was fun. Oh, thank you, Outdoors Girl. Right, I suppose I'm going to go because, like, it's an hour and I felt pressured. I actually was thinking maybe I shouldn't stay on whilst you're doing this because you have so many people.
No. I mean, everyone's welcome. I try to squeeze in as many as I can. Sometimes, like if somebody came up now, yeah. thanks for the dance.
I'm dancing, I'm spinning.
I'm not even going to finish that description or that explanation.
Go the other way to counteract the dizziness that I got from going the other way.
Yeah, that didn't work.
It does actually.
I'm all about misinformation. You know that.
At least you got it, Jesse. I got it as well, but Jim's a bit bloody slow tonight, isn't he? So Jesse Mendez got the joke.
I have a show to run.
You do have a show to run. And I'm going to waste as much time until you actually should have kicked me right 3 or 4 minutes ago, because I said that's when I want to go. But I keep dragging it on, and you sit there smiling. You sit there smiling, taking it.
Because I'm having a good time. I wouldn't do this if I wasn't having a good time. You know that.
Yeah, it's quite a good time, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Me standing there at 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning on a Wednesday talking to Americans.
It gets awkward at times, but yeah, other than that, it's absolutely fun. Yeah.
Give us our colonies back.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought I'd leave it on that.
You're a little late to the party on that one.
As soon as you said little awkward, I was like, give us our colony.
Yeah, well, you didn't make it any better. I'm just here to tell you. But thanks for trying, really.
we will win one day. Any Canadians in the house, you can thank us that America hasn't annexed you yet. You're welcome. There we go. Any more awkwardness? No, sure. I think that's about it.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for the early memory there, bud. I appreciate that.
What was my early memory? Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it was your puppy. It was the puppy you towered over at 2 years old. Do you not remember? I mean, you just told me that was your earliest memory. Now you tell me you don't even remember.
I was just making sure that you gave a shit.
Of course I give a shit. I might have missed whatever joke you were trying to tell you, but I was listening.
Oh, missing the joke. Well, basically, yeah.
No, you don't have to explain it, because when you explain it, it's no longer funny.
It wouldn't be funny. I'd be very sore. Anyway, I'm off. Goodbye.
All right, see you, bud.
God bless and keep well.
Same to you.
Remember, recycle your plastics.
Advice. Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
Just big lead you. Sorry. All right. And let's get to our final guest tonight.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm underneath my blanket because I'm scared right now, and I'm holding my McKenna sheet doll. Thanks for being there to comfort me, Raven. You're a great friend and true. Thank you.
Don't be frightened, Angel. Oh man, you are just one backdrop away from leave Brittany alone.
Like one of her very first viral videos when YouTube was still new at the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, who doesn't remember that?
But for me, I did not start my YouTube account. Not the one that I have right now, but my very first one was back in 2011, and I didn't even know about any of these videos, and I didn't even know what the first YouTube video was. But as years progress, I found more about these, and like, oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, there was a ton of stuff going on that most of us weren't aware of back in the day. Only a small group, and honestly, that's been the way of technology since it began, its inception. The internet, since its inception, just so much stuff going on. Grandpa Jim, you don't call me Grandpa Jim anymore. Why is that, Angel?
I've been super busy with my life. That's why.
And that keeps you from calling me Grandpa Jim.
No, it doesn't. It's just that my life has been busy ever since I came here to Arizona. And let me remove this sheet so you guys can see me a bit more.
Oh, that's so much better.
Because as you guys can see, I got my hair cut recently, and that's because I am now working a volunteer position at the Arizona Science Center.
Oh, so you got it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Angel.
And that also is adding on top of what is currently going on right now, because right now I don't have my computer because, no, it's not broken. It's getting an upgrade because I'm upgrading the SSD drive to a higher storage capacity.
Ah, very good. Very good. Well, that's awesome.
And I've also been interacting with many of the residents here in my apartment. And I've also been hanging around with my family a lot more. I just have spent time with my sister today where she brought me over to a bike place where I needed to drop my bike off to see if they could repair it. But it's beyond repaired. But then after that, we went to Taco Bell.
Very nice. Beyond repair, that sucks. Did you ever get a hold of the person that hit you?
The information is on the police report, but I was instructed by the police to don't have any communication with that because the person's information, like their address, their cell phone number, and the insurance number, it's all on the police report. Yeah. But I was instructed by the officer that helped me with the whole incident back in July prior to me coming here to Arizona, was to just leave it up to the officers. And then when I came to Arizona, I went to the legal services at my reservation, Salt River Pima place, and he's helping me with the case now. And right now he's in talks with the insurance provider for the person who did the hit and run to me, and he's helping me as much as he can to try to get a big, much of a compensation / settlement. I don't know what to call it because I've never been in this kind of predicament in my life, and he's trying to help me the best he can. And right now, he's helping me try to get the money for a new bike since my bike that I brought earlier today is beyond repaired. But after the bike, he's going to try to see how big of a claim I can get for the injuries that had happened to me. Like the hit and run, breaking my ankle, to the surgery that had to be done. If anyone knows what happened to me, you probably know the ins and outs already.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you got somebody helping, Angel, because that's important, especially since you've never gone through that before. That's fantastic. Hopefully it'll all work out in the end. I want to see you with a new bicycle for sure.
But the feature that I would like to have on the bicycle is a basket. Because the scooter my brother bought me has a basket, but that scooter was only for a temporary use because of me having to watch out of getting around because I wasn't able to walk on both feet. But I want to try to get a basket so that way I could put like water bottles in the basket. And if I want to go somewhere and get a small handful of things, like let's say some excess cleaning for my bathroom or something simple and small to fit in the basket, I would like to be able to take the smallest of things with me without making my bike too heavy.
Right. Well, good. I hope that works out for you.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done very much with my channel neither, is because I've been busy with my life, and my new volunteer position at my job is a weekly thing that I'm doing. And jobs can be hard, but it's only a volunteer for 2 hours a week. But it will grow from there, from maybe 2 hours to 4, from 4 to 8. I don't know how big it'll get, but I'll just have to see how much I like my new position for the time being. And if I love it, I'll work there even more so that I can get even more hours put in. But jobs take up most of our time.
Without question. And I, for one, of course, wish you well in that position. I hope it does. But I know how much it can take, how much time it can take. But before we actually close out the show, I do want to get to your earliest childhood memory. After I say hello to Premier Hell, how are you? Good to see you in the show. But yeah, so tell us, Angel, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I actually have 2 of them, if you're okay. One, the first one I want to share with my earliest childhood memory was more so of a mistake. And if you're wondering what that mistake was, when I was at the age of 12, I believe, I accidentally killed my sister's cat. And the reason why I say accident is because me, my sister, my brother, and our dad, we all were living in a trailer court in a small town in Minnesota, and that's when we were all together as a family back then. But there was one day in 2002 where I sat down in the living room and there was a whole bunch of blankets and sheets laying around because sometimes some of us may sleep on the carpet and sometimes we may have guests that come over and stay overnight. But there was one day where I sat down by the couch and then I was hearing the strange noise, and then I just thought it was nothing, not that big of a deal. But then later on, when my sister was looking for a pet, turns out I sat on it by mistake. I accidentally killed it. I didn't mean to, and I didn't even know that noise was a cat. And so I did a thing that I didn't mean to do, but at the same time, I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, and accidents do happen, Angel. Accidents do happen. Yeah. We get it.
And most of our accidents happen early on in our childhood.
Yes, absolutely. Just a second, Angel. The Frugal Fixer Spike. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And as well as viewed this. Also, a pleasure to have you in here, Tony. American Gold Prospectors. Good to see you as well. Thanks for being here, folks. Okay, so yeah, accidents do happen. And I'm sorry that has to be one of your early childhood memories. That's kind of a brutal one as well.
Well, believe it or not, she kind of still nags on me on it to this
kind of
day.
Pokes at you.
It's more so as a poking thing. I was laughing at it now that we're older and now that we're closer than ever before. Because being close to my family has been one of the greatest things about moving here to Arizona, and I really love it. But every so often, she likes to poke at that accident that happened when we were kids. But I don't blame her. It's an incident that happened so long ago, and even something like that, you can't help but laugh at it. But when it happened, she was super sad, super teary, and it's something that I didn't mean to do, and it's something I didn't know a cat can crawl under. I mean, I didn't know cats can crawl under a blanket.
Well, time does heal wounds, that's for sure. So I'm glad you guys. I'm glad it hasn't. It's not still a sore point. It's more of a something that you and your sister share. All right, so Angel, close out the show.
And the second earliest childhood memory was my first ever Christmas gift I got in that same year that I killed my sister's cat. But it was something that I wanted all throughout the year when I saw the trailer on TV, because you know how the movie clips have that little 30-second ad about a new movie coming to theaters. There was a movie that I wanted to see back in 2002, but I requested it to be given to me as a Christmas gift from my dad, which at the time he tried to make me believe in Santa. But back then I requested a VHS movie called The Country Bears. Not a lot of people know of The Country Bears or ever heard of The Country Bears, but that was one of the movies I wanted to see in 2002, the summer to be precise. And when I requested to get the movie on VHS back when VHS were still relevant at the time, I was so stoked, and that was the start of my movie collection.
Oh,
I don't have it anymore because all my VHSs are gone.
Yeah, tell me about that. Before that's an awesome story as well. But what we've been missing in all this is how old were you when these two things happened, Angel? You said it was the same year.
The cat happened when I was 11 or 12. Then the excitement about me getting the VHS copy of The Country Bears, the Christmas of 2002, which would have been when I was 12 at the time.
Okay, cool. Well,
and for all those out there, I'm 29.
Yes. Well, good memory and a bad memory. That I think that's a good show closer, Angel.
All right, love you, Jim.
Go easy on those blankets, Angel.
I missed you so much. But I'm gonna try to get the schedule adjusted for myself because I want to try to be on more often, but also want to try to do more stuff with my channel. I just need to get it figured out with myself so I don't work myself out too much.
Yeah. Choose your priorities carefully so you don't burn out, Angel.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for being on, bud.
McKenna, if you're still there, AK Raven, people like you night, Jen.
Good night, Angel. I wasn't kidding. That's a high note and a low note. I'm fine with closing the show on that. I did want to say hello to a couple of late arrivals. What is Grumpy Vloggers? Or Grumpy Vlogger? How you doing, Lloyd? Good to see you as always, my brother. Mr. Lodak as well. I don't know if I said hello to you, my friend. Thanks for being here, guys. All right, so hey, there we have it. Childhood memories. This is probably one of the shows that I've had the most guests on. I don't know if that. I'm not one of those record kind of guys, so I'm not going to call that a record. It's fun. It's always fun. Makes it more challenging to me to manage time, but I love it. Beta. Now, of course. Oh, Shauna Marie Penny, how you doing? Good to see you as well. But we're going to close on Angels, and that I think that's the perfect time to do it. Make sure you join us tomorrow night. Oh, I'm sorry, Ned. No, nope. Make sure that you join us tomorrow night when we're going to talk about the time you tried to impress someone and failed. That is tomorrow night, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, and it's Magic Jones. How you doing? Thank you so much, my friend. And also, AJ Snipley, how you doing as well? Thanks, guys. Thanks all for being here. Tonight, I'm going to call it a day. But like I said, we will be on again. While you're here, if this is the kind of content that you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell. Make sure you share. Make sure you follow. It's always appreciated. I'll leave you with this. Make sure that you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you live.